In a kingdom built on pixels and praise, where idols rise from webcams and thrones are made of view counts, there lived a coach, a man of stature, of legacy, of secrets. He played not only on courts but in shadows, in smoke-filled parlors stitched with silent bets and silver lies. With eyes not his own, he saw the future of cards and bent it. Not with magic, but with mirrors, machines, and whispers from men who never signed their names. And far across the land, in a palace of neon lights and pre-roll ads, a maiden of pixels met her curse. Crowned by followers, dressed in cosplay armor, she stood beneath the banner of TwitchCon, promised safety, promised spectacle. But the wolf did not knock. He entered the line, and when she screamed, the castle guards stayed sipping their soda, letting the nightmare walk away. Tonight, dear listener, we will tell you these tales of kings who cheat, of witches unprotected, of platforms built on promises made of smoke. Steel your nerves, settle your heart, and don't blink too long, because you're entering the Convoluted Podcast.
It's wild, it's twisted. Headlines hitting like a slap and you missed it. It's madness, I'm tapped out, live on the scene and I can't find my way out.
And welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Convoluted Podcast, the 7th best weird news podcast on the internet. I'm here with Liz.
Hey.
And we're going to be going impromptu this time. We are not have any backlogs in the episode, so we are getting back on our horses. We had a little bit of a hiccup last week. Liz knows this for sure. She's doing not better apparently this week, right, Liz?
Not even better.
So we're gonna try to get through this. Not short, but it's gonna be a very intriguing episode. Definitely some of the topic that we decided to cut off was going to be a bit of a hamper for Liz last week, but I believe it would have been an interesting discussion going back and forth. But Liz definitely wasn't in the mindscape for. She's doing a little bit better, at least for podcasting for today.
Just today. I don't know if I have it all, but I do.
You know what, Liz? Good thing we didn't decide to do these live. Remember when you said you want to do these live?
I know. That episode would not be good. I would have fumbled and died.
Oh yeah, we would have been
maybe murdered. I don't know. It might be that kind of schedule.
We would have been clip farm for days. That'll be like, yeah, that's but that's the internet for you, no matter what. But that's some of the topics we're going to be talking about today. Some internet stuff, some more recent stuff. We're going to be putting our 2 cents to kind of give you an idea of what's happening to some of our obscure news stories and see what we're talking about. Before that, Liz, I know you can say a little bit, but how has your week been?
Hell? Is that a good word to describe it? What I've described earlier? If the hell? Maybe.
Your own personal hell.
Yeah, it's on my own personal hell. I mean, you can only contain yourself so long before it busts open. And I think lately, as in the last couple months, that my bottle of putting things aside has just kind of overflowed and my bottle's getting smaller. So I can't put anything in it. Nothing more to tuck into that bottle. I'm exploding, imploding. I don't know. Everything in between. I'm dying slowly, I feel like. So. Anyways, how are you, then?
It sounds like we need to take another vacation, another Vegas vacation.
Fuck yes. Or I have other ideas.
But yeah, my week has been busy. Outside of like work, blah 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 blah. I've actually been doing a lot of like back end stuff, as you know. My brother, congratulations. Do I have something for him? Yeah, congratulations. He finally moved out. So now I've been rearranging my office, as some avid listeners know. We'll be moving stuff around in this office. It's from what it looks, it's actually a pretty spacious room. It doesn't feel like it sometimes, but it's actually pretty spacious. And we'll be now that he moved out officially and everything, we'll be rearranging. So a lot of this stuff in the back and everything. If you're watching, if you're listening, yeah, you don't give a shit. But we'll be moving stuff around, and we'll be probably for the latter half of next year, because it's gonna take a little time. Like, we're gonna be not like immediately start decorating and designing the in-person podcast yet. But that's a thing we're gonna be doing. So I've been getting everything cleaned up in here. It doesn't look like it from your perspective, viewers, but on the other side, yeah, it's I've been cleaning up and stuff like that. I've been live streaming. Talking about live streaming, I've been live streaming on YouTube. So I'm gonna be trying to do that a little bit more. So 3 times a week, you'll see live streams on not this specific channel, the different ones, because I don't want to get this channel bogged down, as Liz knows. And thank you for everyone who's been showing up and listening. To all our new subscribers on YouTube, to a few new listeners on Spotify. You know, I don't know what's happened with the spike of people showing up, but we really appreciate it, right, Liz?
Yep, a very big heart.
Yeah, I don't know who you weirdos are, but you're welcome to this pile we call a podcast. But yeah, I've been live streaming more, and I'm gonna be a little bit more active on that, kind of stay of that. I've been organizing more of the podcast to kind of get us ready, and cleaning up our new merch. Liz has not seen it yet. I'm gonna be showing her later in the week, because I'm finishing up some last prototypes. But yeah, we will have probably merch by, at least for people to get for Christmas. So look forward to that, everyone. But yeah, that's kind of
money you owe me. You might want to get me a merch and call it good. We'll call that even shirt.
Oh, well, all right. But yeah, that's kind of been my week, just kind of cleaning, organizing, and just having fun playing games. Live streaming again. Just messing around a little bit. Just kind of.
I wish I was messing around. Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome to come over. You can mess around a lot
Hell
more.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, that's kind of it. Anything else before we jump into some of these stories? There's only 2 stories, but they're 2 big stories, everyone. One in our own home state too, or involving our home state.
Yeah.
All right, Liz. I'll let you start with this one.
Rig poker ring. NBA stars, Mafia tech, and the shady card hustle that's got everyone sweating.
Talk about a headline right there.
Right? And what feels like a plot cooked up by a bored screenwriter, high on Red Bull and mob documentaries, multiple NBA players, including Portland Trailblazers coach Chauncey Billups and Charlotte Hornets guard Terry Rozier, probably mutilating, I apologize, guys, are under investigation for participating in high-stakes poker games laced with organized crime tactics, including X-ray tablecloths, rigged shufflers, and secret contact lenses.
Okay, just going from there. I'm not gonna lie, that does sound like it's just an episode of like one of those like cheesy telenovelas or like TV shows, right? It's like, oh, the FBI is going after a crime ring. But no, it's happening.
Right?
It's happening. Yeah, it was this story at the time of this recording just broke a day or 2 ago.
Yeah, a couple days
So
ago.
it's recent.
Yeah.
To the time of this recording, it just happened. So a lot of the details will be like looking at. We had to make sure we're getting as much correct. But yeah, there's a lot, and there's been clips and stuff popping around of this rigging. We'll talk more about the article as we go. But man, just hearing this, Liz, what are you surprised?
The eye contact lenses really like messed me up. I'm like, dude, I feel like it was one of those like, I don't know, super spy movies.
Exactly. You could just see it. You could see all the digital special effects, like in the poker setup, like here, and you see the table all and everything. Like what are we? Maybe we shouldn't go to Vegas.
No. We're all getting rigged, man.
But man, it does sound ridiculous. This story was the talk of my workplace all morning. Like I said, it is in our home state. It is the home of the Trailblazers, and goddamn. Here, I'll read the next part. So here's some of the stuff that's been happening. So apparently, at the heart of the investigation is apparently this one part of it. It's a tech-savvy poker scam that was used. They were using digitally rigged card shufflers, so cards that literally tell you what card comes up next. Infrared marked cards readable through special contact lights. So marked cards that if you you said it had contact lights that could see what they were. X-ray reflected tablecloths. So if you're playing Texas Texas Hold'em, you would know what your opponent's call it. No. And then this one's not too surprising. Bluetooth devices sewn into the clothing. These tools gave players near the omniscient read of the table, allowing them to clean house with creepy precision. Cheating the ring reportedly made tens of millions of dollars from the underground poker games held across luxury hotel suites, private residences, and hush-hush clubhouses. So yeah, this I don't find it too surprising. Sports gambling has always been getting popularized, or as in the last decade or so. It's always been a thing, right?
Oh, yeah, it's always been a thing. I don't think it's never disappeared. It's always been in the background, especially from when all this, the NBA or any of the sports started. I mean, even boxing. Come on.
Exactly. Actually, I did some boxing betting a while ago, back when the Jake Paul and Mike Tyson fight happened. I put a little money. I made $50. I just did it for fun.
Yeah, $50.
I did it for fun.
Yeah.
But with the age of the ease of the digital age, getting apps and different things, it makes it easier to sports bet and stuff like that. In this case, it's in a higher rank where people were using their stature, their contacts to get people in, and basically get their friends into these games. Basically, rug pull them all. It's kind of, yeah.
Burning bridges.
Oh, okay, I'll let you continue.
While Billups and Mosier have been charged with crimes, the names surfaced in FBI documents tied to the investigation. Both are allegedly, quote-unquote, cooperative witnesses with no current evidence proving they knew the games were rigged. That said, their proximity to organized crime figures and repeated appearances at high-dollar poker nights are enough to raise eyebrows. Yeah. Rosier has been since retained legal counsel. Billups' camp claims he was unaware of any misconduct, but federal investigators are still digging into surveillance texts and possibly wire fraud. Damn. The games were hosted and orchestrated by associates of known mobsters. Fuck, why would you get involved with a mob? And involved wealthy celebs, athletes, and tech execs. Several participants whose names who haven't been released were possibly blackmailed or extorted after losing huge sums.
So yeah, that someone asked me during when all the news was starting to come out, because it was early still. But yeah, some of the news mentioned the mob, basically, right? And then what's happening is the mob's still a thing, and yeah, the mob is still a thing. If the cartel is still a thing, the mob is a thing. Cartel is just another word for mob, basically. It's just organized crime. It's just another name for it. It's
Right.
still a thing. And
They'll still break your legs. Pay them back.
or blackmail or extort you, apparently. Allegedly, right? But
Right. I'm just kidding.
but still, the thing is, yeah, it's you get into these like shady things. You are bound to, things are bound to happen. So I don't know. It's I can't imagine what these two individuals. I believe there's probably going to be more coming out, right? Once they start processing, getting more information of all the other collaborators and stuff like that. But it's a mess. It is definitely a mess. And if it was just a simple high stakes like group of friends, like if we were upper middle class betting like what are upper middle class betting like $1,000? Is that upper middle class?
Sure. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't even know the class system anymore. We're just at this point we're just dirt poor. Like I used to think I was middle, like lower middle class. I feel like I'm a lower upper class, right? Lower middle class. Middle lower class. Lower upper class? I don't know. You know what I mean?
Upper, lower class.
Like I'm still trying to make the days make it easy. Like I can afford a vacation. How about that? Let's go with that. I can at least enjoy
I gotta go. I still have to get my vacation time up, man.
No. But anyway.
Still suffering from July.
But yeah, but if it was just like a friendly game, like I play friendly games with the boys. We at max we bet $100 for the night just for fun. But then but if you have like you're bringing friends or not collaborators, other individuals in, to basically just steal their money, that's like it is next level corruption. And I don't imagine this is going to be kept swept for very long with how prevalent the internet age is,
Yeah, but the mob, they got connections.
True.
Quote unquote, allegedly.
Let's see here. So apparently the tech used in the schemes is reportedly by Russian origins, often sold by encrypted dark web marketplace and previously linked to casino fraud in Eastern Europe. The FBI is now investigating whether a larger network of underground poker cheats is active in the US using similar hardware. According to one source, some of the rig gear was disguised as everyday objects. Think a cell phone that can scan cards, or a hat with a hidden camera. One particular surreal detail, a lens that could be slipped into a context that can see invisible ink on cards. Talk about your content lens. So, yeah, and that's just the beginning. There's other things where there was more about off the book sports betting, where people were throwing games to kind of like just like, oh, that person's playing under, so everyone will like bet on him playing worse. So it's just horrible. It is horrible. You said you said your mom was talking. Did she have any? What were her thoughts?
She was just like shocked. I think she was like, "Wow, I can't believe our Blazer, coach got in this shit." But I think we all get like blown away. Oh, these are great people, and then something bad underscores them. You're like, "Holy shit! No, that's not what I was thinking." Like everybody has a dark, right? We all have our lights and darks, right? He comes in and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna take care of the trailblazers," and then you hear this dark shit come out. You're like, "What the fuck did that come from?" So I think it was kind of more of a shock factor. Like, what? I can't believe our own trailblazers is involved, but the day and age, right?
Yeah, it's just like if something happens, it's gonna come out. I wonder. Did they ever announce how? No, they probably didn't announce how it was the first to release. Probably it won't come out for a bit. Like I said, it's a very damning story. A very damning story. I'm kind of looking into some of the, trying to look throughout this more, but so up to at least $7 million in fraud, poker fraud.
Poker fraud. Wow.
That's not even counting the sports betting.
That's crazy. That's a lot of money. Can I have a little bit of that money? Thank you. Donation to save me.
So, yeah, it is. It is.
Even if I got a tenth of it, I'd be fine.
Tenth of that is what, 700,000?
Sure. I don't know. I didn't think about it that far down the line. I mean, that'd be a good vacation. That'd be worth it. And pay off my debt. Maybe some of your debt.
That's 70,000. Never mind.
Podcast floating.
Yeah. But yeah,
a vacation.
But anyway, it's disappointing. If any more interesting or weird news come out, we might follow up. Right? It is a local story. But
you'll probably be hearing it for weeks.
Yeah, like I said, it's I personally, like I said, I'm personally not a huge sports follower. And you know what's funny? Basketball just started too.
That is true. That's right. Mm-hmm.
Basketball just started. That's what everyone's talking to me about. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like I'm a sports enjoyer. I enjoy competition, so I'll watch a game, but I don't follow a team or anything. So I'm like, I'll watch the Super Bowl for what it is, but
for the food. For the food.
Like I'll watch finals and stuff, but it's just I think the only one that's hard for me to watch is baseball, unless I'm there. Like that's the only thing I can't do. But Portland doesn't have Portland or Oregon doesn't have a major league baseball. We have a minor league though, apparently.
Hey, we got some great minor leagues. So those are fun to watch. I've yet to gone to a couple of them, but I've been to one and I enjoyed it. I really wanted to go this past summer, but
busy.
My schedule is not nice to meet. Yeah.
We can put some money on those games, then, Liz. We can put some money on those games.
No, thank you. They're all rigged.
All right, everyone. We're gonna be talking about another story. A little bit more on the digital space, but it happened in real life. So give us 1 second. All right, everyone, we are back. So we're going to be talking about we're going to be talking a little bit. It's been a little bit over a week now about the whole Twitch situation. So do you remember what Twitch is, Liz?
Yes, I know what Twitch is. It's a live streaming gaming platform, if I am correct.
Yes, it originally was a live streaming gaming live streaming platform, so people would stream their live, but then it evolved into people live streaming their days or in their hot tubs and the like, and it's just evolved into this plethora where twice a year they would have a convention, TwitchCon, so people would be able to go meet their celebrities, not celebrities, well, they're celebrities technically. They're favorite streamers, so you'd pay a ticket to go, get a chance and go see them around, get a chance to meet them and stuff like that, right? So, just what are your thoughts on that, just Liz, as that idea?
Honestly, everybody's forte, right? Everyone has their own thing. So, I mean, granted, I'll be dragged to probably WoW convention next year, so the adventures.
Yeah, so the idea of it happening is not lost on you. It's just a little different because of a different medium. All right, it's a different sort of celebritism. But yeah, this is the 10-year anniversary of TwitchCon, and a lot of people were nervous. As you know, a lot of things have happened in the last couple weeks with public figures, as we know. A lot of streamers had concerns with the safety because, as you remember, do you remember that story we talked about earlier in the year of a streamer? We watched the video of her getting stalked, remember?
Mm-hmm.
And then the whole situation. So we're gonna watch the video, and this is the streamer Emiru, and this is what happened to her. For anyone watching, it's probably going to be blurred out, but this is what happened at her meet and greet. So these are her fans.
Whoa.
So Liz, can you describe what happened to our listeners, basically?
It looks like she was with a fan talking to them or whatever, sounding something. I can't tell from this little image I'm seeing. But it sounds like somebody walked up, tried to kiss her, and she was like, what the hell is this going on? And then the security jumped in
Whoa.
to push the guy back.
That is correct. She was basically sexually assaulted live on stream, basically. Okay, give us 1 second, everyone. All right, so yeah. So this is what happened day 1, Liz, of the event.
That's crazy. Somebody just walking up and kissing you, like, what the fuck? No, thank you. I didn't ask for this. I don't even know who the fuck you are.
So now, I because you're not chronically online like a lot of people, and you don't follow some of these stories like I do for some of these when we try to find stories like this. The person who got kissed or was basically essayed was the same girl that we talked about. Let's talk.
Well, I thought the name sounded familiar, but I was like, maybe I'm
Nope.
wrong?
The same person.
Damn.
And this is after Twitch announced earlier that there was going to be enough security, so because a lot of streamers said we're not going this year, we don't feel safe. So they put a public statement like, no, we're upping security, we're putting everything. And this is upping security, Liz.
Yeah, delayed react of like that happening. They should have been there at the top of the line, like guarding, not like somewhere in the background,
So
10 feet away.
oh, we'll get to it. She put a statement out. We'll listen to her statement, but I'll give a little bit of a spoiler. So the security that came up, that was her personal security. That was not Twitch security. That was her personal security. And that wasn't Twitch staff pulling her to the back. That was her manager.
I am shocked. I'm appalled.
And here's the
That
thing.
is
Here's the thing. She is one of their top female streamers, and this is how they decide to protect her. What's going through your head just hearing that?
wow. You don't even protect your assets, essentially. You're not protecting them, not taking care of them. The fact that her security, her manager was doing the work that they should have been doing. They should have been there from the get-go, like at the top of the line. Like they should have been like right there. One behind her, right at the line, maybe another one just like sitting in the background in case they needed a backup, you know?
Yeah.
That shouldn't have never happened. You don't just walk up and, oh, I'm gonna kiss somebody. No, that's fucking.
And before we get into her statement, it is sadly that is what streaming culture sadly is to some level, right? There's this delusion of a lot of people that a lot of these people are like your friends, like you know them because you chat with them online and stuff like that. I'll be honest, we've had our early days of this show, we've had a couple streamers that I used to watch, and I've talked with them, and had episodes with them on this show. Did I personally think we were like friends or close acquaintances? No, they were just a streamer I watched. They agreed to come on the show. It was publicity for them and an episode for me. Do I still watch them? Not in particular, just due to the content that they were making just fell off for me. They just not because they were bad people. It's just like the games and the stuff they were putting out wasn't to my enjoyment. But to some people, they get it in their heads that these people are their friends. Sometimes they think they're their girlfriends or that they're married. That's the level of derangements.
Craziness.
And that's when you get these
Derangement
stalkers.
crazy. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That shit.
So
Right, Bone?
My name is Jeff.
Not a singer. And look at that shit.
exactly. So that's why for what it is, you know, I don't know. Sometimes did you remember did you see the post I sent you about how much Charlie made?
Oh yeah. I was like blown away. I'm like, holy shit. Can I get a donation? Can we get a donation to our podcast? Maybe that'll help us keep us afloat for another year.
But yeah, but think about it. But that's the years of working as a public online figure. And I'll be honest, it's a lot. We can both agree it's a lot more harder for female creators because of the level of harassment. I am not I'm not gonna doubt that. I can see that it would be a lot more difficult. We've seen it time and time again. And to happen to one of their top streamers in their own place where they said it was going to be secure, I don't know. Is it worth that level of money, Liz, and level of like finance and fame to be in situations that just for at least, let's just say Emiru to be in, where we've seen her just this year. I think it was this year, right? That we talked about her getting stalked. And her story is just one of many, right? So, what are your thoughts, Liz, here?
It's hard, you know. It's hard to be a woman these days, especially what's going on with the government right now, and what they want to do with their placement. But this is not a political podcast. But in general, I mean, in general, in the world, like any day, I mean, I remember being 12 years old and an old 70-year-old guy was checking me out like I was a piece of meat. And I think nobody realized how big it is and how much often it happens too, you know?
And now with the online space,
now
there's more eyes.
It's giving people more free reign to do that kind of crap, right?
Yeah.
You have the more opportunity. Oh, I know where this person's gonna be. I know where they live. I know what they do et cetera, et cetera. We're hearing this all day long. Like they will have tabs. It's like they're given the information to be able to suck, right?
All right, let's hear her statement.
Wake the f up, samurai! We have a city to burn. Okay, so first of all, you guys will have to forgive me because I'm not meant to be doing streams like this. I'm meant to be playing fucking dress up in my room, playing video games, okay? I did not want to have to do like a stream like this. Like it feels like I'm doing like a fucking press conference or something. But first of all, hope you guys are all feeling okay. Sorry you had to see that. You know what I'm supposed to be doing right now, actually? I'm supposed to be going over my run-up show for my TwitchCon show, which, I am still doing, by the way, because,
So yeah, so she still had to, after the incident, the next day, she still had to run a show. I see you have something going through here. What do you...
You sound stressed out.
Well, yeah, I can't...
Overwhelmed. Trauma-based. The fact that she's looking over her shoulder, that she's obviously dealing with it. Like,
oh yeah, who can blame her? She, like, look what happened to her.
Yeah, you gotta act like you're okay. It's just that's the name of the game, right?
All right, let's continue.
Of all the work that the production staff and the cosplayers in it put into it. It's not their fault that happened. I'm still gonna do it. But yeah, I don't even know where to fucking start. I don't know if you guys can see this. I wrote fucking notes for this because there's so much stuff that I feel like needs to be talked about, which is also why I was very aggressive in my tweet earlier today, which is, I mean, you guys know me. I am.
She did put a public tweet, and for her, so like she's saying, she's not really one of a streamer that puts out announcements like this. She's like she said, she's mostly just plays games, cosplays. Those are her typical streams. She's not one of those people who puts her take on everything or does anything. You remember the stream we saw her that event. It was just her hanging out with her friends at a fair, a carnival or something. They were just having fun. Yeah, right. That's
the pier, I guess you could say.
The pier. Yeah, I think it was the pier. Anyways, it's just them having fun. It's not someone who sits and talks about like certain topics. So this is a whole nother thing.
Never like that, but I just feel like in a way it's my responsibility, you know what I mean? Because it's not just about me, like this could have happened to anyone. Honestly, for all we know, this could have already happened to someone, a small streamer, and someone just wasn't filming it. Which, okay, I'll just start this by saying shout out to the guy who filmed it and put it on Twitter, because last night after this happened, I was thinking like, fuck, like I have to talk about this. Like people need to know that this happened, like how am I gonna do that? And then someone happened to post it on Twitter, so thank fucking God I didn't have to figure that out myself, which, okay, like I said, this is gonna be a mess because I'm not meant to be doing these kinds of streams.
So yeah, so originally imagine if there was no evidence about this besides eyewitnesses.
It's a he said kind of situation.
Oh,
She said, that kind of conversation. But yeah, wow.
well, yeah. Luckily, we live.
Honestly, it makes you want to feel like you want a camera like on you, like 24/7.
Yeah,
if not on you, but like around you, like even on your body, be like, see, this is what I do with every day.
Liz wants to live in China right now. That's what they do, for the most part.
They put body cameras on them?
No,
What?
if I believe, like, if I'm wrong, everyone, you can shout me in the comments. I believe China has the highest density of cameras in their major cities.
Ah.
So you are being watched, no matter what.
Damn.
Sometimes, Liz, your ignorance is delightful.
Thanks, I guess.
I don't think that Twitch would have put out an official statement if that clip wasn't posted and going viral. And even after the fact that clip was posted and going viral, as far as I know, the other people who had meet and greets today were not reached out to ask if they wanted extra security or if they even wanted to cancel their meet and greet. Like maybe.
What are your thoughts of that? That if a clip didn't go viral of one of their top creators being essayed, that they would not have said anything.
You probably wouldn't. If there was no evidence. It didn't exist, it didn't happen. You're making it all up in your mind, right? Now go sit in the corner and look pretty. Do your job. Right? Right?
Mm.
Some people were, but I know for a fact Extra Emily wasn't. My personal manager made sure that she had extra security. No one reached out to her. Don't know about everyone, but I know that for a fact. Okay, so let's just start from the beginning, because I want to be able to run through everything before the show starts. The show starts in a fucking hour. Okay.
So she's doing this all in an hour before her event. So
Wow.
You know, I'm glad she did this to put a major voice to it, right?
Mhm.
Like, definitely, like you said, if it would have happened to a smaller creator, and there's been stories that things like this has happened in previous conventions, previous cons, Twitch cons. So it's not like it doesn't happen. It just, if it doesn't go viral, nothing is said or done. And like you said, it's just a he said, she said at that point.
Yeah. I'm kind of glad she's using her voice, her power that she does have, and to shed light to this.
Yeah,
Though the fact that she just went through this trauma, and here she is, being a powerhouse. Good for her. It's sad that it happened to her. Like, unfortunately, it's not cool.
Okay.
My notes are a fucking mess. It looks like a schizo board. But yeah, again, thank you to the guy that put it on Twitter. Thank you to the people that talked about it. Because otherwise, I don't know if anything would have been done or would have been taken seriously.
Isn't that disappointing? Isn't that disappointing that you...
So, I'm just gonna go through, from my perspective,
okay,
what happened, what I saw, the order of events. So, I was doing my meet and greet, and I've seen people saying that it was an obligation given to me, like to be a featured creator and to have my show, I had to do a meet and greet, which is true. I was told that I had to do a meet and greet.
So, yeah, that was one thing that was going around before all this came out, before she said, it's like that she had, the word is had, to do the meet and greet to have her show. So, it was a requirement for her. If she wanted the show, like she had to be in that place. So, they already put her in a precarious condition to put her in a spot for a certain amount of times. Which that alone sounds like just scary. When you have to, I can't imagine that myself. So it's hard for me to articulate. Maybe you could do it better. But the idea of like if people are after you and you have to be at a certain spot for an extended period of time, that sounds like it should be a nightmare.
It is. It's a precarious predicament, but it's a predicament that will allow that kind of shit to happen. And they're not going to care. Obviously, they didn't give extra security for that situation, so.
But as far as I know, there's some people that canceled. Regardless, I didn't cancel. I thought it was going to be fine. So, I show up at 4. I'm doing my meet and greet. This happened about 30 minutes into my meet and greet, so I was probably only like 20 to 30% done with my meet and greet. I was just taking a picture with someone else, like completely normal, nice guy. And then I see, out of the corner of my eye, there's a guy walking around the side of the meet and greet. And he crosses in front of the meet and greet of the person to the left of me, which is a VTuber. So he's able to walk up and in front of another streamer's meet and greet. And then he walks up to me and he's like walking with a purpose, you know what I mean? And he grabs me, but I'm like, wait, what the fuck? Like, but in my head, I'm like, it seems like he's supposed to be here, and then he leans in like he's gonna tell me something. So in my head, I'm like, maybe it's like TwitchCon staff like coming to let me know something, because like sometimes that'll happen.
Yeah,
where you're at
yeah,
an
that
event
makes
and
sense. You
someone
know,
will like come up to like let you know something. You know what I mean? But I'm still like freaked out because he grabbed me. That's not normal. And then he grabs my face, and he leans in, and lips puckered, tries to kiss me. And I start screaming. You can't hear it in the clip, but I'm fucking screaming my head off. And then my security, Twitch's security is like nowhere near me, nor to be found. I can see them, but they don't do anything. My security jumps up and shoves the guy away from me and is like, get the fuck out of here. And he's allowed to walk away and leave. Yeah.
Okay. What are your thoughts, Liz? We just heard her side from her point of view. What are your thoughts here?
Twitch staff did nothing. That's what I heard. Oh, shit. And then he gets to walk away like, oh, that's fine.
Yeah. So there was a couple other people, because everyone's live streaming in this place. People are able to pinpoint locations and go through other people's clips and can pinpoint him walking out of the convention center scot-free.
He just essayed somebody and he walks away.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't. You can't.
Wow.
Remember, they were prepared this year. This is going to be one of the safest TwitchCons.
Quotes, end quote, air quote it around. They are prepared. Quote, no, that was a failure.
Well, what do you think? So we'll continue with more, but
I am appalled, and I feel sorry for her, and I feel sorry for the people that go through this every day, or have experienced this. This is not fair to anybody. Just saying, that's not cool.
okay, let's continue then.
So then after this point, I did not see a lot of what happened here. This is just based off what people in the line told me. My friend Bonnie, who was there, told me, and Melissa, my manager, told me. So the woman who moved me away from the meet and greet was my personal manager. That was not Twitch staff. No one in Twitch staff came up to me to like see what was going on. My manager and Bonnie moved me to the back, and they're like hugging me and being like, do you want to finish your meet and greet, basically. And I was back there for like a minute, and I was like, you know what, like I want to finish it because like of all these people here that, you know, they're just nice, normal people. And I go back out there, and still there's no one from Twitch there. And the poor guy that I was taking the picture with originally, he's like fucking mortified, and he's like, what the fuck just happened? And again, no one from Twitch there. I say to this guy, I'm like, I'm sorry you had to see that. And he's like, no, like, I'm so sorry that happened to you. Why am I having to tell the TwitchCon attendees and my fans, sorry you had to see that, and not like someone from Twitch or Twitch security? Anyway,
Yeah. So probably what?
He shouldn't be apologizing, period. She shouldn't have to, and she shouldn't have to make excuses for them. Twitch needs to step up their fucking game and do what they need to do. Don't say you're keeping your staff protected when you're basically not. You're such a bullshit ass. Why?
Yeah.
so I didn't see this. This is just what.
Also, for a little context, at the time of this recording, I think the government still shut down, right? At the time of this recording, yeah. So it was supposed to happen earlier in the month, but because of the shutdown, Twitch and Discord and a couple other sites, remember, they were supposed to show up to conference to talk about all the stuff that was happening on their platforms. So this is just adding to the fire that is, and it's
It's adding fuel.
That's the word.
Adding fuel, right?
Adding fuel. So I don't know how. I wonder how that's. I kind of want to watch that. Do they make those public? Those conferences?
They should.
Yeah, right. That'll be interesting to watch.
You should be able to. You can watch the floor at any time. There's a live stream of the floor.
Ooh, that would be interesting to watch, of them trying to see their put. Because they put out public statements, and there's one we'll read, the latest one that happened just yesterday. But
at the time of this recording.
At the time of this recording, yeah, at the time of this recording, just happened yesterday. But it'd be interesting to see what their defense in everything that's been happening from Twitch that the Congress has want to say. What are your thoughts? Even though it's one of those things for dipping our fit in politics, but it's like one of those things like what has been happening? What is this craziness that's been happening at this company? What are your thoughts?
I'm curious what they're gonna say. I'm curious what they're gonna. But I feel like this is a really huge fumble into their game.
Yeah, because they were already getting called into Congress before this, and this is just another.
Yeah, this is gonna escalate it some more. Like, yeah, here's that shit fire that's behind you, and you're just going, oh, everything's fine. I don't know what you're talking about. Just look at me.
All right, we'll continue. Okay, before you answer that, let's continue. Let's continue.
My friend and my manager were telling me, the Twitch security like kind of like got together after that, and we were like, wait, what happened? Oh, I didn't even see what happened, haha, and just like started talking about something else. So it's like, okay.
What do you got to say there, Liz? Okay, I saw your face. What you say it.
Oh, nothing happened. Let's go move on to the next subject. What's more important? Response. Dickhead response.
that's the events of what happened, just to like line all that up. But I didn't talk at all about the aftermath of all of this at all, and I don't think anyone knows this, save for like maybe some streamers that I'm friends with that came to spend time with me or that I talked to last night. Whew, okay. So I finished the meet and greet, and I was escorted back to my hotel by my one security guard. Oh, and also, by the way, I've seen clips, people bring up clips of me talking
this is
about
important.
how my previous favorite security guard was permabanned from TwitchCon because at a previous TwitchCon 2 years ago, I think it was 2 years ago, there was a stalker and he held him by the arm until police got there. And because of that, he was indefinitely banned from TwitchCon. Like from all of TwitchCon, not just the venue, because that was in Las Vegas.
So her favorite bodyguard was banned because he held her stalker until authorities showed up.
Good on that security guard, but damn the Twitch for banning him. What the hell? They really are adding a lot of fuel to this fire. This fire just became astronomically bigger. Oh my god.
So yeah. So for anyone who's watching this and like, oh, we already heard this, man. Liz is what we considered on the online space a normie. So she's hearing this for the first time. And any of our normie listeners are hearing this for the first time because this space, this online space where we're talking about the Twitch space, is foreign to Liz and probably foreign to a lot of listeners. Right? And this is things like this is happening. This just happened last weekend. And to Liz's surprise, like she's learning this for the first time.
I am. This is crazy though.
But it's one of those things like that's why we talk about like these like it's a weird news story because for normal people like why didn't we see more about this? It's a lot of talk in certain circles, right? But it's eventually going to hit the mainstream eventually, no matter what. It has hit some major news outlets, but you know, in my opinion, I think it needs to be talked about more about this level of negligence.
Anyway, just a side note. Okay, man, I wrote down a lot of shit here.
I don't blame her.
Okay. Can I just also say, what you guys are seeing here is character development. I've always been the person who never says shit.
You know, good on her.
I just want everyone to have fun and for things to go well. Why am I the person who has to do this? So anyway, after I'm escorted back to my hotel.
Yeah, you said that.
I let some of my friends know. They come to my hotel to see me and spend time with me, like make sure I'm okay and everything. And then my manager's letting me know. She says,
ready?
Okay, my manager, I've contacted the police. They're gonna come talk to you about pressing charges, etc. They're trying to find the guy. They haven't found him. I'm like, what? Anyway.
Remember we talked, he walked away?
So at some point while I'm with my friends, a police officer comes and talks to me, interviews my manager, talks to my Twitch partner manager, who by the way, she's so sweet. Like she didn't do anything wrong here. All of that happens, and then I'm complaining to my friends. I'm like, the fuck do I do here, guys? Like I have to talk about this, blah blah blah. And they're like, oh, like don't worry about that right now. And then suddenly Wake's like, wait, why is my Discord saying hope Emmy's okay? And I'm like, oh fuck. I guess the clip got posted. Again, thank God someone was filming, because otherwise I don't think Twitch would have said anything.
Sad. Very sad.
I start getting a lot of messages. I'm responding to people, and my manager comes back to me, and she's upset.
Already?
She's like, okay, I've been talking to Twitch people, and I'm really upset because I noticed a lot of negligence around the event, and I'm not happy with the way that they're handling it now. And I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, well, I asked them, you know, like, what are they gonna do about this? And you know what they said initially? They said, oh, well, he's banned from the platform for 30 days. What? And then she's obviously like, hello?
That's
all you get.
A 30-day.
Like, that's it. Don't do that again.
Yeah, you're not allowed to watch.
A slap on the hand. It's not even a slap on the wrist. It's just slap on the hand.
Yeah,
So
you're
I
not
would do
allowed
that
to
again.
watch your favorite streamers for 30 days, Liz.
Oh my gosh.
What do you,
There are other ways around that shit. You know that.
okay, what are your thoughts just when you hear that? That's what Twitch.
That's not even taking authority. That is, or even accountability. They're like, meh. I felt like that was like, oh, that happened? Okay, we'll just ban that person from watching her for 30 days. Excuse me? Oh yes, no, not the proper response. Yes, we have authorities looking for him. We are working on trying to locate him, and we will extricate him, and we will get him press charges and all that shit. No, there was none of that. Where was that?
That was her manager. Good on her manager.
Good on our manager for bringing the police department in, and I get where her friends are coming from, but at the same time, I think they need to address it because obviously she's spiraling right here. Her mind was all over the place. Like she said, it's schizo notes. Her brain was all over the place.
Yeah. All right, let's continue.
Oh, like that needs to be indefinite. What the fuck are you talking about? Also, that's like nothing to do with anything. No one gives a fuck if he's banned on Twitch or not. Like
Yeah.
we're talking about the convention here. So they change it to indefinite. Takes an hour for that to happen, by the way. These two people are the head of security for Amazon and the head of risk for Twitch.
Head of Amazon and what?
I'll rewind it.
They change it to indefinite. Takes an hour for that to happen, by the way. These two people are the head of security for Amazon and the head of risk for Twitch.
Head of security for Amazon and what?
The head of
Twitch, sir.
security of Twitch.
That's it. That's all the two people?
The two people are those are the two people that decided the 30-day ban.
Typical freaking boys. They're not even men. They're boys.
Well, we don't know who they are.
Typical males. Typical stupid fucking asshole males that are so stuck up their asses. Assholes.
But yeah, the head of security of Amazon, Liz. And because if you remember, Amazon bought Twitch, so a huge distribution company. Like, where's the money going?
Obviously not anywhere near the pockets of the streamers or taking care of the
Also,
streamers.
later the same night, I'm not
Okay.
gonna drop names here because I wasn't there, so I didn't see it. But I had multiple people tell me that key Twitch representatives last night were out partying.
Now, what do you have to say? And I'll give you some clues here.
Out partying. Not in a conference room. Figuring how to handle the situation. Out partying.
So,
That
yeah, she did not mention names, but everyone knew who they were talking about. The person she alludes to is the head of Twitch, Dan Clancy. Everyone knows that. And he was out partying with other streamers that night after this incident. There's clips of him. There's live streams of him. There's some weird shit with young girls that are allegedly happening out there. It's getting weird. But let's not ignore that for now. But yeah, he was out and about hanging out with the other streamers after this incident. The head of Twitch. What are your thoughts now?
Like I said, not in a conference room figuring out how to figure this out or handle this situation. Out partying. And let's forget about it. Let's go party. We gotta make the money somewhere else. I gotta show my face. And I
Kind
gotta
of-
get blasted drunk. And I gotta spend that bill. Because I just made a buck money from this TwitchCon that people paid for. Fine.
All right.
Okay. Oh, also another detail. Sorry, my lines are all crazy here. My Twitch didn't approach my manager to talk to their head of security. It took them 2 hours to approach her to talk about what happened. And by then, she had already talked to police and called a lawyer on her own. My manager.
So to talk about the initial incident, it took 2 hours for a point of contact from Twitch.
This is disgusting. Oh my god. I'm glad you're not on Twitch anymore. I'm glad we're not supporting that stupid shit. This is ridiculous. Jesus, this is ridiculous.
Melissa.
I'm sorry.
And
Not
they showed
sorry.
her a
This
photo
is
of a guy
upsetting.
that I believe a fan took, by the way. A fan took a photo of him, not one of their security guards. They're like, oh yeah, here's his photo.
Yeah,
we're
fan
not gonna
took a
find
photo.
him. He
And, like-
still had his badge and his wristband and everything.
Like I mentioned earlier, other people, not Twitch, other people were able to get photos, video of the culprit. Basically, it wasn't Twitch; it was other individuals, internet sleuths, if you will, finding this person. Thank God for some nosy people.
Yeah, thank God for nosy people, but still, fuck, what the hell? It was other people, not the people who are running the
Running the convention,
con,
yeah.
the convention, the con, or the. Oh my god. People running the con, people they're supposed to be protecting, nothing. Nada, zilch finito. What the fuck? Security, my ass.
So, yeah, I really feel like a lot of this process wouldn't have happened if it weren't for my manager advocating for me so hard.
Yeah.
Which again, no, I'll get to that later. I'll keep going here. So they also showed my manager some security footage of the area, and the guy was able, he was waiting for there to be a gap in security, and there was. He was able to walk through the side, not through like the 2 lanes of meet and greet people who had signed up and been like background checked for my meet and greet. So he was able to just walk through because there just wasn't like consistent security there. Oh my gosh. And then, so yeah, that's basically my day yesterday. And then today, this morning, I was told that Amazon flew in their global head of something to redesign the whole process and security of the con for the rest of the convention. Why wasn't there someone like that here already? Or like they didn't do that beforehand?
Yeah, right?
Hello? I'm sorry. So yeah, they I guess they know that they fucked up really bad if they're flying in their Amazon's global head. And also, I want to make it clear so that people understand this. I am so lucky and privileged, okay? Do you know how much I spent on security to be able to come to this event in the first place?
Okay, well, I'll let you guess.
He spent money.
She'll say how much.
Damn,
How much do you think?
Oh god. I'm gonna say she's upward millions. At least upward. Like
Millions
$1
for
million
security?
mark.
Security guard.
Yeah, you think about it, you gotta board them, feed them.
It
Pay
was a
them.
3-day event. It was a 3-day event. I'll give you the caveat that they also used the security because they did a road trip to the con. There was like a girls trip up to there, so security for that. So I'll kind of give you that too. So I'll kind of give you that number too.
I'm gonna say at least $500,000.
$500,000.
Come on.
Okay.
I think it's close.
Clear so that people understand this. I am so lucky and privileged, okay? Do you know how much I spent on security to be able to come to this event in the first place? Like, but I'm not just talking about yesterday, I'm talking about my security for like my RV trip that I did with my friends and stuff. I spent over $10,000.
Wow.
It's a lot of money.
Who stream on
That's
Twitch
really
don't even
more.
make
It's still a lot
$10,000
of
in a
money.
year. What the fuck are they supposed to do? Like, if you watch the clip, the security guard who pushes the guy away is my security. The woman who pulls me to the back my manager, if you're a small streamer and you don't have those resources, or someone in your line's not filming, what the fuck do you do? No one would have known. Like, it's actually fucking insane. Like,
Thoughts, Liz?
Wow. 10 grand. I don't even know, 10 grand socked away anymore.
Well, what are your thoughts on her saying, like, about the other streamers, smaller streamers who don't have those resources, who don't make that level of money? About what are they supposed to do, Liz?
I don't know. It's scary. There's nobody supporting them. You know, she's lucky, she's fortunate. She was absolutely right. But yeah, she's talking about the lower streamers. They're not as lucky and fortunate to have that luxury to make that money to make that happen for them, to have their own personal bodyguard or camera or whatever they needed. So that's sad. It's very disheartening. In a world, yeah.
And yet still people
Where's the
want
protection for them.
And yet people still want to be content creators, streamers, YouTubers. But at the end of the day, this is sadly one of the prices some people pay. What are your thoughts in people like that? Like, we aren't paid content creators. We make content online. You know, we never know.
We put our own money into this.
Exactly. And a story we were going to talk about last week could have got us a level of harassment to no end. Luckily, we scrapped it. For as much as
my brain cell wasn't there last week.
Yeah. But imagine, like, if that was your job. Like, the money's good if you make it to the top. Like, you're earning. You saw how much people on the top make. You saw it. I literally sent you a screenshot of it. But is it worth when you're living like that?
Under constant stress? No, thank you. I would not sign. I don't sign up for that shit. Sign up for ease.
You have enough stress with your current job.
I have enough stress in my life. I'm good on that stress. If for that to tenfold it, I'd be like, yeah, no.
I don't know, Liz. You would be making 10 times, like, I think 100. Wait, would you be making? Oh, you'll be making 100.
Yeah, you still
100 times more money than you're currently making. The 10 times stress, but 100 times more money.
Oh no. I don't think I would be eating. I'd be drinking all the time. Perpetually drunk.
What would you let people know, like the young people around you who want to be content creators and stuff like that, when this is like the other side? Like, it's fun to see those videos of people posting like the Mr. Beast videos of making millions, playing video games online. But this is the other side that we talk about.
It's the dark side of it. I mean, there's every job has two sides of the coin, right? You get some pluses and you get some negatives. Is it the pluses that really outweigh the negatives, or are you going to be always stressed out and always on your feet, basically, to be trying to figure out how to keep yourself safe, or to somebody to watch your backs? You know what I mean? There's so much of this. I don't know how. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I think I know, but I have an idea where I'm going with this the concept I'm talking about, but you know what I mean? I don't know. It's, I guess it doesn't matter, right? Even the rich have to watch their backs too, right?
Yeah. And that's where money comes to security.
Security comes to you. I have that security blanket, but is there security protecting your life?
Yeah. All right.
Like, I'm genuinely angry. Like, I am not an angry person. Like, it's just ridiculous. And, like, honestly, I genuinely think there have been other people who have been sexually assaulted, groped, like, who fucking knows, worse, at these conventions, and just nobody knows. Because like I said, they didn't post any kind of announcement, weren't letting other streamers with similar events as me, similar meet and greets know, until there was like a viral clip. And by the way, they can't even mention my name in it. Thank you guys, thank you.
So the day after, they did put a statement out, not the one we're gonna read, like an initial statement. She's gonna read it right now.
And okay, hold on. Let me pull up what they wrote, because that was another thing that was crazy to wake up to.
Once she's finished reading it, I want to hear your thoughts.
All right, let me read this. The safety and security of all those attending TwitchCon is our highest priority. The behavior displayed by the individual involved in the incident yesterday involving a high-profile streamer was completely unacceptable and deeply unsettling. In line with existing TwitchCon security protocols, law enforcement event security were on site. That's a lie. That's literally a lie. And responded to the incident. We immediately blocked this individual from returning to the TwitchCon premises, and they're banned indefinitely from Twitch, both online and in-person events. Okay, like, no one cares about online. We are coordinating with the impacted creators team, that's true, and per our standard protocols, continue to cooperate with any law enforcement investigations. We've increased security at the meet and greet attendee check-in point, and we'll have additional security personnel surrounding participating streamers. If you've RSVP'd for a meet and greet, please note that we're unable to accommodate +1s for the remainder of the event. You know why they said that? They only thought about that because of Melissa, my manager. She said, were you vetting people coming through the line? They said, oh yeah, everyone had to sign up, and they get background checks, but they're allowed to bring a +1. Well, are there +1s background checked? No. Melissa was like, okay.
What do you? I saw that look. When you have that look, you have something to say.
A +1's not background checked.
Yeah.
You background check everybody else, but
and their initial statement did not
loopholes, right? The damn loopholes, right?
Yeah. And like I said, the initial statement did not announce her. They just like something happened at the convention to one of our top streamers. That's all. And they got Twitter noted because of the lie of that there was updated security, like that you mentioned. They got Twitter noted. Like a lot of law tubers, including one of our favorites, Legal Mindset, mentioned they couldn't mention her because then they would be at fault for liability, which, you know, legally speaking, yeah, that makes sense, right? They don't want to feel, companies don't want to feel liable. You won't deny that, right? You know,
yeah,
like companies got to protect themselves. You know, companies got to protect themselves. Exactly. They, you know, but that's abhorrent to when there's like we're talking about this a couple days, like a week after, but it's still something very poignant, to say the least, right? Even after all this, and there's still some stuff coming out. But yeah.
Hey guys, Twitch has a zero tolerance for harassment or acts that inhibit the safety and security of our community. Yeah, I don't even know, like, I'm just tired, guys, like, I'm just so tired of, I've just had so many things happen, and, like, you know, stuff just happens, like, especially when you're, like, a creator, or, like, a girl creator in particular, but I just feel like I've been failed so many times, or lied to so many times, and I'm always like, you know, it's okay, we'll figure it out. You should have figured it out already. You should have fucking figured it out already. Oh my god. So yeah, that's basically, unless I'm forgetting something, the rundown of everything. But yeah, it's fucking insane. And I mean, I'm not usually the type of person to talk about this stuff, but it's like, well, did I lie about anything? No. Like, what are you're gonna be mad at me for telling, like, the things that y'all did wrong? And like, okay, so another thought that I had was like, maybe like the reason Twitch said in their thing, like, oh, security immediately got the guy, maybe, like, you know, they hired like shitty security and they like lied to them so they wouldn't, like, you know, lose their job or not get paid. Maybe if you guys had, like, you know, actual cameras and like good comms, no one would be able to lie or have to lie. Like, why why is it better to, or like easier to find out something happened in fucking Among Us than at TwitchCon? Hello? It's fucking insane. But yeah, I just want to tell you guys all that. This is character development. I'm fucking sick of it. I'm so sick of it. Like, this was just the final straw for me. Oh my goodness. Oh.
She's exhausted. You can tell.
But yeah.
Yeah, she is.
I have been.
Now the spiral is starting to
something
lean out,
else.
but like
Sorry,
still.
I just keep remembering shit. It's gonna be like this for the rest of the stream. I saw a thing that said I was in their like top 5 or top 10 most followed streamers attending this event. Again, if that happened to me, what the fuck is happening to small creators that we don't even hear about because no one's filming them? Like, they tweet it and like Twitch doesn't feel the need to follow up with them or publicly. It's just... But yeah, I think I covered everything, and I've been a streamer on Twitch for 10 years. I attended the very first or maybe the second TwitchCon ever in 2016, 2015. And yeah, like I understand back then it was different, but I feel like I know they say there's security upgrades, but it really feels like there's not. Like, another thing that happened, I forgot to mention. So the way that the meet and greet worked is like people line up, they come through, they take a picture, then they're supposed to walk through the back and leave. There were people walking through the back trying to come up to my booth, or like, I mean, not all of them were like malicious intent, obviously. Like, some people would leave and be like, oh shit, my picture is bad, I'm gonna go back and ask for another one. And my manager had to be the one to tell them like, oh no, you can't, like, keep moving. And there was even like, I think it was fucking Neon, was able to walk through the back of my meet and greet, and was like, oh hey, like, can I come say hi? And it's like, what the fuck? Like, oh my god, it was just horrible. Like, there was no thought put into it at all. And yeah, I was like, man, it's just fucking naked and afraid out here. Like, thank god I have my manager and my security and my friends. But, like, I just feel so bad for, you know, Twitch creators who wouldn't be able to be in that position. Are you okay, though? This is gonna sound fucked up, honestly. I'm so desensitized to stuff like that when it happens, I kind of just go into, like, lock-in mode. I'm like, okay, I need to just lock in and, like, get through this, worry about it later. So that's how I was able to finish my meet and greet. Like, my friends were telling me, like, bro, if it was me, I would have been crying. You're built different for going back out there. And like I said, I was going back out there and having to apologize to people in my own line. Being like, I'm sorry you saw that, I hope you're okay. And then they, of course, were like, what the fuck, why are you saying that to me? But I felt like I had to because no one else was there.
You gotta love Twitch.
And like I said on Twitter, like, I really wish I didn't have this opinion. Like, I love trying to be like the positive, like, oh, let's get together and have fun, everyone. I really, like, would discourage other creators from going back to TwitchCon, not just because it was able to happen at all, and what happened during it, and the aftermath. Like, it's just crazy. Like, why would their PR team say that? Like, you can literally see in the clip that he's allowed to walk away. But yeah, thank you guys. Appreciate all the support and stuff. It was pretty crazy, getting all the messages and stuff last night. And again, I've said it like 5 fucking times. Thank fucking God that someone was filming and decided to post it, because if not, you know what I would be doing today? I would be so fucking stressed, being like, okay, do I have to disrupt my stuff that I have planned to announce that this thing happened to me and let people know that it could happen to them? So thank fucking God for that guy. Like, thank you so much for doing that. And I would just encourage everyone just to stand the fuck up. Stand up for yourself, stand up for other people, because if you don't, look what fucking happens, which is crazy, because I saw Valkyrie, I saw Pokey, I saw Hassan, I saw Cutie saying, I don't really want to go to TwitchCon because I don't feel safe. And everyone was saying that they were stupid or overreact. Not everyone, but a lot of people. A large portion of people were saying that. And Twitch's response to that was to be like, oh, don't worry, everyone else. We up security. I should have listened to them. Especially because, I mean, a lot of people know stuff like this has happened to me in the past, and I just keep going. Like, I'm the kind of person that's like, you know what, I'm not gonna let a shitty person or a shitty thing ruin my life or like what's going on for me, you know what I mean? fuck it, we ball. So I was like, I'm gonna go anyway. I'm just gonna be smart. I'm gonna pay for security. I'm only gonna do my show. How is someone gonna attack me at my show? I'm only gonna do my meet and greet. How the fuck would they get into a meet and greet? It's roped off with security. Nope. Nope. Lesson learned. And also after it happened, Twitch did offer if I wanted some of their Twitch security. I was like, I'm good, bro. But I was lucky enough that Clemens, who's one of my usual security guards, flew out from Austin, Texas this morning to be there with me today.
Damn.
Have to go to lengths like that. And I have 2 other security guards. One of them's Amazon's, but I have my personal security guard I feel comfortable with is like my main guy. And they said that they like changed security for the show and stuff. But yeah, I'm just done. Like, this is the kind of thing that it's like once you break the trust or something like this, you're never getting it back. I'm sorry, you're just not. Like, it's not like this is the first time that something like this has happened. So like the trust was already kind of broken, and that caused a lot of people not want to come. Like, for example, people were talking about how last year, Nick, NPLOL, and Wake Wilder got assaulted. A guy literally walked up to Nick on stream and licked his nipple, which again.
That happened last year. Random person came up to them and just did that.
Again, if that wasn't filmed on stream, would anything have been done? I don't fucking know. And they didn't even make like an official announcement about it. They didn't reach out to Nick, as far as I know. He was saying that last year. So if they did reach out to him,
they didn't need to reach out or anything about that incident.
So it's like, did they just not think it was a big deal? Is it because Nick's a guy? Like, hello? I'm supposed to be working on my runner show right now. I am still doing the show, like I said, because of the production staff worked really hard on it, and the cosplayers involved worked really hard on it, so I still want to do it, but this is going to be my last TwitchCon show. I'm doing it with Baby No Money and Will Neff, so even though we haven't really had time to go over this in practice, it'll be fine. It'll be a shit show, but it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fun. Lots of talented people working in Twitch production, and all that. It's, yeah. Whew.
Okay, I think we can cut it there. Give us 1 second, everyone. Okay. So yeah. So towards the end, she says that she's no longer going to be participating in any more TwitchCons. This was her last one, so she's done. She's done. She's pressing charges. What are your thoughts on this whole situation?
They're not obviously doing their jobs. They're just wanting the money. That's all it is, right? You go to TwitchCon for that money, right? Right?
Well, I'll be honest. I'll say this now.
An event, we're gonna get more money.
I'll say this:
but
Twitch is, they're the most non-profitable sector of Amazon. It's basically loses them money. So, yeah. Like Google, YouTube loses Google a lot of money. One of those things. But just because of so much advertisement, you know, they kind of hold on to it. But yeah, like it's just, I don't know. It's a shit show. It's a shit show, and it's
absolutely,
and it's just, and like people have been saying, not the first time. It's been happening for years.
Yeah.
It's just sometimes it's not caught on camera, and it's a lot of he said, she said, or he said, or she said, she said, or they, them, whatever. I don't know. Just people, a lot of stuff. And sometimes nothing gets addressed. If nothing gets viral, just kind of gets swept under the rug or forgotten. And the only ones suffering are the people who are traumatized by it.
I've been in that predicament. So that's great. I'm glad I'm gonna, because then it removes her from that situation, but still stressful as hell. So.
Okay, so we'll finish this off. Liz, I want you to read. I sent you the tweet. This is the statement, as far as the recording, that was posted yesterday from the head of CEO, Dan Clancy.
Open it.
Yeah.
That is a question. First, I want to be upfront and take accountability for the security incident that occurred during Emiru's meet and greet. It shouldn't have happened, and we take that very seriously. We failed, both in allowing it to occur and in response following. We mismanaged our communications about the incident, and that includes the comments I have made. I apologize to Emiru for all that took place. What we're doing moving forward, for meet and greets, we began a complete analysis of the incident that took place, as well as other issues that came up to our attention after TwitchCon concluded. We're examining everything from how do we do signups to the layout to increase security controls. We are also doing a comprehensive review of the overall event safety and security, and we'll be making updates for future TwitchCons. While we won't be sharing all security updates for privacy and safety reasons, we will keep our community informed about the changes that directly impacts attendees. We have heard concerns about IRL streaming at TwitchCon. Twitch has evolved over the years, and IRL streaming is part of Twitch. But we need to ensure that TwitchCon meets the needs of a variety of participants. We will be reviewing how we handle IRL streaming at the TwitchCon, and we will have more to share soon. Finally, we got a clear feedback on accessibility across the event. We're reviewing with our teams, including our production and venue staff, so that we're better equipped for future events. You put a lot of trust in us by attending TwitchCon, and we take our responsibility to keep you safe seriously. We know that TwitchCon means a lot to a lot of people, and it means a lot to us. But on the lookout for the more updates, and thanks for being a part of Twitch, Dan County.
Thoughts, Liz?
We really keep it safe seriously. Bullshit my ass. It only came to a point because somebody stepped up and said, hey, this has been going on for years. What the hell? Emiru would actually put it out in front of the world. Like, hey, this is happening. It's going viral. Everybody aware of this. And now you're starting to really take it very seriously. No, you have not. You're just starting to take it seriously. Somebody put it up in your freaking face. It's been in the side boiler room for the last 10 years, and now you're saying, the boiler broke. I gotta go fix it now. Yeah, you do. Go fix it. It should have been fixed 10 years ago.
So yeah. He did a couple interviews in between the last few days before this statement that got posted, and it did not paint him in a lot of good light. When they asked him about the incident, and he put a lot of the blame on the community, the culture. And in one interview, it sounded like he blamed her and her community for not banning people.
Wow.
Remember, this is the guy who was out partying the night after this event. So yeah, Twitch has...
He's a great boss.
Yeah. There's a lot more that happened at Twitch. This was the biggest, but like a couple other things that also not to sweep under the bus. I will mention this just to be fair for other incidents, because this was the biggest thing that happened, right? Another incident that happened, well, this is considered a security issue. As you know what a VTuber is now, Liz. So a lot of the times, like we mentioned, VTubers use their model to be anonymous but there are some VTubers who were there in the flesh, but they wore like face masks and everything to kind of keep some level of anonymity. But sometimes when they went to do meet and greets and stuff of that nature, Twitch staff was telling them to remove their masks to verify who they were, revealing who they were. Like, where's the security on that?
Yeah.
Like, they want to be anonymous, have some level of privacy, and you're making them reveal. And that's kind of where the whole live streaming at the event is talking about, because like that level, like if everyone's live streaming, you're gonna be in someone's, like if you don't want to, like I don't want to be in your stream, mostly if like why am I in there without consent, right? like one of those things. That's what the whole live stream thing is about, you know. The other thing that happened there, that's been popping off. So, like I said, there's a lot of meet and greets when you go meet someone. Sometimes they take gifts, like a picture or something, like a stuffed animal, and give them gifts. And like I said, there's a lot of VTubers, and sometimes when VTubers don't go there in person, you go there and you see them on a tablet and stuff like that. So you still get to meet them, but it's like you're like one-on-one kind of. You know what I mean? Like you're on FaceTime with them. So a lot of people brought gifts for the VTubers. And can you guess what Twitch did with all the gifts? I'll let you guess.
Toss them in the trash.
Ding, 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 Liz, you got it right. Yep, all the gifts that VTubers received. Bloop, trash. Good job.
Let me guess their reasoning. They're not there physically to take the gifts.
Some of them were security reasons.
Or claimed. Whatever. I don't care. This is bullshit.
So yeah, it disappointing. Iron Mouse put out a statement because she felt responsible for that. And I'm like, no, she doesn't.
No.
You can see, like, yeah.
She's taking too much responsibility for this company when really it's all their fault. And she needs to let them take the fall. They need to hit it. They just need to feel the burn. I'm sorry, but she doesn't need to.
So yeah, it's a whole shit show over there. But yeah, that's kind of what's been happening with Twitch, like a lot of stuff. Well, I think do you think now, after everything we've heard, should we hear the Twitch Congress conversation?
Oh yeah.
All right, that might be our first pseudo-political thing to see what their excuses are on everything.
Yeah, I want to know what their fucking excuses are, and I hope they don't put the blame on
people.
Their money makers.
Their content. Their talent.
Their content creators.
Their talent.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, that's it, everyone. It's a lot, but it is weird news. We talked about sports crimes, poker scams, the Mafia, to online assault, not online, physical assault at a convention, toss gifts from a whole big bunch of no-nos. Do you have any final thoughts, Liz, on everything we talked about?
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
I think we hit like every stretch of the weird and the crazy.
Exactly. And that's why I said
topic.
Only 2 episodes. I mean, 2 stories. 2 stories. But it was there were the big ones, and I think I think you would agree they were very important to talk about. Something local.
Absolutely.
And something big. That has to be said. All right, everyone. Thanks again for listening or watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. And if you're on Spotify, don't forget to follow, or any podcast platform. It really helps us a lot. Anything else, Liz?
And I hope to see the merch, and hopefully we can get that rolling out for Christmas.
Ooh, there you go. So everyone, bye.
Yo, going with KB, surge to a level of the block in the 95s. Live the night, we going, we out going, we go. Yo, we got bees in the street, secrets on the block, this is jail, TCP, live talking cover. Cool block, the command with the mic and a bulletproof vest, reporting live from a scene that's a hot mess.